Hi, this is Susan of Inner Wisdom Healing Arts. Thank you for joining me on my channel today. I'm sharing an inner wisdom healing hypnosis session with you. Those I do long distance. So this is a second session that I've done with this client. The first one we did in person. The second one we did long distance because she's a few hours away. Anyhow, this was a great session. I was really excited for her. All the great information and healing that she received today. She experienced 3 past lives, and through those past lives, you see the source. You come to the source of some belief systems that were very relevant to what she was asking about today. So it was good to get to the source of where these feelings and beliefs were coming from so that we could resolve them. She talks about a current relationship that she's having when her personal questions come up. And I also found it interesting how, as the session progressed, the information about this relationship that she is currently in got clearer and clearer. They were very subtle at first. About saying she has a choice whether she, chooses to be in this relationship or not. And of course she does. We have free will. But by the end, because we keep coming back to it, by the end, they were really clear about what's for her highest good. So, of course, they still don't say what she has to do. It's always still a choice. But yeah, the information got really, really clear. So I hope you enjoy it. There's another section when she's asking personal questions where, it talks about her diet and, raising her vibration. I found that really interesting too. I always find it interesting what the higher self has to tell each person about how they should be eating, because it really is, I have found that it's very individual for each person, depending on where you're at. So I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me some questions in the comments below. Please subscribe. I really appreciate that. Subscribe, get alerts. I'm trying to be consistent in posting informative videos, whether it's hypnosis sessions or, on nutrition or meditations. So I have a variety on my channel. So enjoy and see you soon. Are you off the cloud yet?
I am.
What do you see?
It kind of looks like sub-Saharan desert. It's like brown sand, sand, very brown sand, but light brown. It looks like there's some, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Looks like there's a bluish kind of blanket, but not a full blanket. Not as thick as a blanket. With some red stripes on it.
It's a small one?
Yeah.
Is it your blanket?
I think so. I see a man, brown-skinned man with a turban.
Is that somebody else?
Or is it? I feel like I'm looking at him.
Oh, you feel like you're looking at him? Okay, good. And is he looking at you?
He's looking at me, and then he's looking around.
Is there anything else besides all this sand?
Now I see some camels in the distance.
Okay, but it sounds like a big, wide open area.
Yeah.
So are you standing?
Yes.
And can you look down and see your feet?
Okay. Okay, I think I might be the man because I have men's feet.
Okay. And what else are you wearing?
There's like light pants and like a light long sleeve shirt. And I
Are
have
they white?
like off-white, like eggshell kind of.
Okay. Okay. So you have long pants and a long sleeve shirt. Are you wearing anything on your head?
Turban.
Okay. And do you have any facial hair?
Kind of yeah, black hair under the turban and mustache and beard.
Is your beard very long?
No.
No. Does this body feel young or old?
Like mid-age, but still
Okay.
strong. Maybe late
But
30s,
strong.
early 40s.
Okay. So it feels strong and healthy. Do you know what you're doing where you're at? Because it sounds like you might be by yourself if you look around, or do you see you see camels? Or,
Looks like there's someone in the distance on a camel, but I feel like I lost something. I'm muttering to myself and feels like maybe my camel left or something. I don't know. It's like I lost something.
Okay, so why don't you keep looking? I'm sure it's going to keep getting clearer. Maybe you can see what you're muttering.
Something about where is it? Where is it?
Ah, okay. So keep looking. It'll keep getting clear what you're looking for. Where is it? How are
Jewelry.
you?
Some
Jewelry.
I was
Okay.
going somewhere to sell stuff.
Oh.
And okay, so I dropped my wares. My camel took off. And I
Oh.
dropped my wares. And there were like some kind of buildings. That's where everything is in the distance. It's like buildings. And
Okay, and that's where you were heading? So you're looking for some jewelry that dropped. Is there any significance to the jewelry, or was it just something that you were going to sell?
I'm gonna sell it.
Okay.
I'm wearing an earring on one ear, on the right ear, a hoop.
A hoop. Okay. Is it a simple hoop, or is it something ornate? Is there anything distinctive about it?
It's gold.
It's gold.
I
Okay.
made it. I make my jewelry.
You make your jewelry. Oh, so your camel, were you walking with your camel that it got away from you?
I don't know. I think I fell off. I don't know how. Maybe I was drinking or something.
Okay. Okay. So here you are, you're looking for some jewelry that dropped. So how are you feeling about all of this?
Very frustrated.
Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't sound like you're having any luck finding the jewelry.
And yeah, where can it be? I mean, it's just sand.
Yeah.
I think I see it, but there were pieces. And I don't think it was alcohol. I think that I'm not well. Like, even though I'm healthy and young and strong, I think I get dizzy a lot.
Oh, okay.
Stress.
Yeah.
I have a family.
You do have a family.
I have to make money to take care of my family.
Okay. Okay. So the place where you're headed, is your family there, or was that someplace away from your family?
Away from my family. My family is that way. a little
Okay.
behind me and to the right. And the place is like ahead of me. I
Okay.
keep forgetting you can't see me, but I'm waving to the front of me.
Yeah. So what are you going to do next?
I'm going to walk. I'm going to
Okay.
pick everything up and I'm going to walk.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and leave that scene, and we're going to move forward to a day that's important, a day when something important is happening. We've gone ahead and moved forward. We've drifted and floated forward. What do you see? What is happening?
I'm kneeling by my wife's bedside and I have a son.
Your wife's bedside.
I have a son about, I don't know, 13, 14. And my wife is so beautiful. She's got long black hair.
Oh,
Um, and she's
and
sick.
she's sick. Okay. Can you tell me more about that?
I couldn't, well, I'm going to cry. I couldn't make the money to get the medicine.
Oh, okay. So she's sick. And what is your son? Is your son nearby?
Yeah, he's right there on the other side
Mm-hmm.
of the bed.
Is there anybody else there helping you?
It seems like there are some villagers hanging around that, like, we live in this kind of mud clay thing, and
Mm-hmm.
seems like people go by the entrance way.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nobody directly in there with you helping.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
see anybody. It feels like there might be somebody in the corner,
Yeah.
somebody who knows medicine and stuff.
Okay. So tell me about how you're feeling in this situation.
Like a failure.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me more. Tell me more about what do you decide in this moment? Is there some decision that you're making in this moment about this? You're feeling like a failure.
Oh my God, Susan, I just want to cry.
Yeah. That's okay. Let yourself experience it. Yeah. You're feeling like a failure.
I'm
Okay.
like, this is it. I'll never have anyone rely on me again because I can't do it. Obviously, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not good enough.
You're not good enough. You feel
No.
like a failure. Okay. We're going to go ahead and leave that scene, and we're going to drift and float forward to another day where something important is happening. We've drifted and floated forward. What is happening?
Well, I don't know if this must be another lifetime.
Okay, that's okay. Tell me about it. What are you
It's
experiencing?
a similar type of scene in the Mideast or wherever, and there are men
Mm-hmm.
in sheeps coming and just shooting, and
They're shooting you?
they're shooting people.
Oh,
I see myself getting shot.
okay. Um, let's go back just a little bit to before the men started shooting. Drift and float back a little bit before this happened, and tell me what you is happening. Do you know anything about where you're at?
I'm back in the house where my wife died,
Okay.
and I have white hair.
Okay.
Sitting down.
And your wife has died.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're much older.
There is a woman with white hair behind me. I'm not sure who she is. She's a relative.
She's aware of you?
She's a relative.
Oh, she's a relative. Okay. Okay. And look around.
My son is standing in the entranceway.
Okay.
He's very tall.
Mm-hmm. Is the woman that's there, is she married to your son, maybe?
She's so much older.
Oh, okay.
She's older than me.
Oh, she's older than you. Okay.
Maybe like mother-in-law, mother.
Okay. How is your health right now? How are you feeling?
I'm a little weaker. I'm a little tireder, but I'm okay. But I've been depressed for years.
Ah, okay. Yeah, over the loss of your wife. Mm-hmm. Do you still make jewelry for a living?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I had to take care of my son.
Okay. Good. So, so let's go ahead and move forward, drift and float forward to an important day when something is happening.
I'm by the water.
You're by the water? Tell me about the water. What kind of body of water is it?
It's big. It's like an ocean, and I'm gonna go in the water.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm just done.
You're done with this life?
Mm-hmm.
What is your intention of going in the water?
To end.
To end it?
Mm-hmm.
And are you going in the water now?
It's weird. My mind keeps going back and forth, and the one I'm like on a beach, and then the other I'm on a cliff, like I'm gonna jump.
So you're not really sure how you want to end your life?
I guess so. I guess that's what it means.
Yeah, you're just feeling like you want to end your life.
And I'm like raising my arms up to God.
Uh-huh. What are you thinking and feeling as you raise your arms up to God?
Just take me out of here. Just take me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be with my wife.
You're really hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's go ahead and drift and float forward to the last day of your life. And tell me what you see. What do you experience?
I see my son finding my body in the water.
Ah, okay. Okay.
And he doesn't really understand.
He doesn't understand why you did it?
He does, but he doesn't.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So you're on the other side of it. And from that position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. So every life has a lesson and a purpose. And as you look at life, what did you learn from it?
The phrase that keeps coming is the bonds of love, but also that one can't blame oneself for somebody else's journey. It was her time to go, and I just couldn't accept it.
You couldn't. It sounds like you took responsibility.
Yeah,
for her life.
I was the provider. I was supposed to take care of her.
Yeah. You didn't understand that it was her time to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what did you learn from it? You learned, you went to learn about that connection of love.
But also knowing that you can't be, you still have a separate journey.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you tell me more about your purpose in that life?
A lot to do with my son.
It had a lot to do with your son.
Yeah.
Can you tell me?
My son.
Yeah, can you tell me more about that? What did it have to do with your son?
I don't know. He was going to become something important, a leader.
Oh, so you were there to help him to be born?
To help him to be born, to teach him about love, to teach him what not to do. And what to do.
Good.
And for me to learn about love.
And for you to learn about love. Good. Yeah, that's beautiful. Very good. So we're going to go ahead and move away from that scene and leave that person to continue on their own path. And you can either move forward or backward to find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. So you're now at another time and place. What do you experience?
Well, this scene kind of quietly appeared before the other one, but it seems like it's the 1930s, 40s.
Okay. Tell me what you experience. What do you see?
It's an apartment. There's a man there standing in a suit, and there's a woman putting her stockings on. I think I'm the woman on the side. She's got the stockings that attach to a garter. You roll them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They have a seam up the back.
Oh yeah, those sexy stockings, right? So I'm putting it on, and I guess I have one of those. I forgot what they're called. You tighten them around your chest. They're really sexy. Like a corset.
Oh, okay.
And I'm getting ready to leave. I think we slept together, and in those times, 30s, 40s, women didn't really have the sexual freedom they have now.
You're right.
So we had slept together. I had brown curly hair, like to my shoulders.
How are you feeling about all of this then?
I'm not feeling great. Like, it was a night of fun. But then I woke up like, I don't know if I should have done this.
Okay, so this man that you're with isn't your husband, then take it. What is your relationship with him?
Looking at him, I'm completely charmed. He has that kind of Clark Gable look. I'm completely taken with him.
Yeah. Is he your boyfriend? Are you in relationship with him?
I think we are. We do go out. He's not just a one-nighter.
Okay.
But we're not married either.
Okay. But you don't feel so good about having slept with him. Was this your first time having sex with him?
No, we've been doing this a while, but I think I feel bad because we're not really in an official committed relationship, marriage. Those days.
Yeah. There was judgment.
Oh yeah, but look in his eyes. He's so handsome.
Didn't feel like you could help yourself.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah. So when you leave, where are you going? Do you go your separate ways?
Yeah, it's like I hug him. It's funny because he doesn't seem to be moving much. I hug him, and it's almost like he's there, but he's almost like an object. I don't know. It's weird.
He's almost like what?
An object, like he's not moving a whole lot.
Oh, okay.
So I give him a hug and this, and
there's not much reaction from him.
no. Then I'm going back to my parents' house for some reason.
Okay. Yes. So let's go ahead and leave that scene and move forward. We're going to drift and float forward to when something important is happening. We've drifted and floated forward. What is happening?
I think we got married.
Oh.
I see like a horse and buggy thing in a white dress. I'm in a white dress.
And do you see him?
Yeah, he's got like a top hat.
Oh, how's he look?
Oh my God, he looks incredible.
And how are you feeling on this day?
I'm so happy.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I know.
So this is your wedding day.
I guess so, yeah.
Wonderful. Where are you right now?
Well, I want to say Central Park.
So this is after the ceremony?
Yeah, I guess it's that night.
So, and you're riding around in this carriage.
Well, we're standing outside of it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Were you getting in the carriage or did you just get out of the carriage?
I think we're talking about getting in. I don't know. Why are we talking? And then we get in. Yeah.
Okay.
Things aren't what they seem.
Tell me more about that.
He's not who he is.
He's not who he pretends to be?
Yeah.
Tell me more about that. What did you find out about him?
He's a cheater.
He's a cheater? So he married you? But what do you know about his cheating?
I find this out later. He's kind of mean and
he's kind of mean.
He's mean, and I think I find things that belong to women.
Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and drift and float forward to another day when something important is happening. And tell me what you experience.
You know, I think this is earlier time in the 30s. I think it might be more like the 20s. I see him with somebody, or even earlier than that. He's with a woman who's got blonde like ringlets and a long dress.
And you're still married. So, but he's out with another woman. How are you feeling?
I'm really angry. I'm really hurt.
Yeah. Do you have children?
I see myself with, there's a little girl in my belly, but yeah.
Oh, you're pregnant.
Yeah. I see a little girl who's alive, and then there's one in my belly.
Oh. And he's out with another woman while you're pregnant. So let's go ahead and leave that scene and let's drift and float forward to an important day when something important is happening. And tell me what you experience.
I guess this is the end of my life, and I have two girls. They're grown, and they're good. They're good girls.
Oh,
they
nice.
make me really happy.
And where are you? Where are you? You know, it's the end of your life?
Yeah, I'm lying in bed. I'm always at the end of my life in these things. Lying in bed, but I'm happy. I'm content.
Okay.
Like, even though he wasn't a very good husband. And he's not even around.
He's not even around right now.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know if he passed or if he's
alive.
Okay, he's alive.
But I've just,
So you made the best of it?
yeah, I just put up with his philandering, and because my kids, and there was nowhere to go as a woman.
Yeah.
So I just raised my girls.
Yeah. And you took what joy you could out of life, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a lot of joy out of your children, from your children. So your children are with you now as you lie in bed?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
And there was a side to me that said, you know what, if I have to put up with this, well, he's going to take care of me and he's going to take care of my kids.
Okay. Okay. So how did you milk that? So it sounds like you really
I think because I think he was popular, like he was some kind of society person or something. So I think I held with the scandal that could be up to him. It was my way of surviving, because a woman with kids in that day and age just wasn't going to
yeah.
make it.
Right. What would you have done? Right. So
Right.
this was, you made the best of it.
Yeah, I made sure we would survive.
Good. Good for you. Okay. So go ahead. What?
The two lives that came up so far, it's like they're not really deep spiritual.
No, but you know, we've all done everything, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead, and whatever has happened now, you're gonna allow that to pass, and you're on the other side of that life. And from that position, you can look back at that entire life now and see it from a different perspective. So, and of course, every life has a lesson and a purpose. So as you look at that life, what did you learn from it?
It's almost like my romanticism got kind of shattered. But sometimes things aren't perfect. And when you don't have options, you survive. That you learn to survive and still have a good life no matter what crap is going around you.
And you did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you accomplished that. What was your purpose in that lifetime?
Again, the children.
Okay, it was important. You were there to support the children.
Yeah. And also to learn, just to learn more about being strong and surviving.
Is there anything else that you took away from that life that feels important?
Look deeper. Look deeper. Look deeper before you commit to anyone or anything. Look very, very deep.
Because you were pretty taken. You were pretty taken by he was good looking, and it sounds like he was like high society type of society. Swept you off your feet.
Oh, completely.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. So let's go ahead and move away from that scene, and we're going to leave that person there to continue on their own path. And if you like, you can move forward or backward and find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. So you're now at another time and place. What do you see?
I see 2 lifetimes I can choose from.
Oh, okay. So
one is kind of as a celestial being that's visiting other times and planets to help people. And one is in the jungle. I'm living in the jungle.
Okay. Does one seem more important than the other? Which one seems to draw you?
I like the one as a celestial being, but I feel like I need to explore the jungle.
Okay.
I definitely prefer the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you there. So, okay, why don't you go ahead and drift and float to that jungle life and tell me what you see.
I see myself as a young man.
Uh-huh. Are you in the jungle? What are you or
I'm kind of
where are you?
happy, like climbing trees and swinging from the trees.
Oh.
It's funny. I saw this article earlier about a man who recently died who had lived like 30 years in the jungles of Vietnam.
Oh, okay. So it kind of reminds you of that.
Yeah.
So you're living off the land.
Yeah.
Are you
Kind of
by
wild.
yourself?
I thought I was, but there seems to be a hut with
Okay.
a family. But I
Oh.
love going out and being alone in the nature and feeling like an animal and being with the animals and being wild and free.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
So it sounds like you're a young man.
I'm a young man and I'm happy and I feel one with all these elements.
Oh.
I feel connected.
Connected to the animals and to nature.
Trees, yeah. The trees, I understand their whole system of interconnection.
Oh, good. Why don't you really allow yourself to absorb that and really take that in?
You know, it's almost like I could see under the dirt and see the web of the trees, how they speak to each other.
Uh-huh, their network.
I could see it. Like the rest of my family doesn't understand, but when I'm out there, it's like, and I could feel them communicating. Oh my God, I'm getting like, I feel it in my body. I feel like this.
Yeah, you are connected to that life. So allow yourself to bring that information into your current life. Just tap into it and really remember that
Like
gift.
I want to tell people, but my family laughs at me. But I know
Oh,
these things. I feel these things. I don't even have to speak, you know?
yeah, you're just that tuned in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
God, I just love it here. Like I could live in this jungle forever.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to go back to my family, but
Okay.
jungle.
Do you have responsibilities with your family?
Yeah, I think my father is a shaman with some kind of Spanish. I'm getting like Peruvian maybe, or
Uh-huh.
and I think I'm expected to follow in his footsteps.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you have a good start, as tuned in as you are. Good. Well, let's go ahead and leave that scene and drift and float forward to a day when something important's happening. So you've drifted and floated forward. What is happening?
So I'm in full gear. I have some kind of long crazy hair. I have all this like paint or makeup or from bark or whatever on me. I have like these kind of shamanic clothing, half clothing, and I'm rattling. Somebody is sick or possessed. They're possessed, and like they opened the portal to a dimension and brought something in, but they didn't know what the heck they were doing.
Oh,
And they didn't bring in something that they could handle. It's not really bad so much, and definitely not good, but just didn't belong with them and they can't handle the energy.
okay.
So I'm trying to get it to leave them.
Okay. So, so how are you making out with that? How are you experiencing that? Tell me more about it.
Well, I made them fast. A man and a woman. I think I made them fast. 5 days. That's 7 days. And it's working. Like I can see the energy. Other people can't see it, but I can see the energy like a black shadow lifting out of the body. And I'm
Oh,
really in this kind of altered state. I think I took something, maybe ayahuasca or something. I
oh,
don't know. I never
uh-huh.
did any of that, but I may have took something that in a spiritual way to open up. And I feel like all this power, like I'm feeling it right now, like all this power.
Yes.
And I'm helping the spirit of whatever that they took in to go back to its dimension.
Okay.
Well, this person will be healed. Maybe it's not a girl, maybe it's a young boy with long hair. But
Mm-hmm.
so that this person can be themselves again. And
Good. Sounds like, um, yes, you're really connected. So you've stepped in and become the shaman of the tribe.
yeah.
Okay. Good. So let's go ahead and leave that scene and let's drift and float forward to when something important is happening. We've drifted and floated forward. What is happening?
I'm a really old man. Long white hair, kind of funny looking nose. And I am happy. I've had a really good life. I've helped a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had a family, a wife and children. And I have a deer that I visit with a lot.
Oh.
And I'm telling them how much I love them, but that I'm going to go to the mountains because it's my time to pass and I need to do it alone. But I love them. And it's not like I'm really going to do anything. I'm going to go up there and I see myself on a blanket and I'm just going to wait for my spirit to leave my body.
Yes.
But I'm happy. I've had a really good life.
Beautiful.
And you know what's funny? I'm at this mountain sitting there and the deer is by my side.
What a beautiful experience. So go ahead and allow yourself to make that transition. And you're on the other side of your transition. And from that position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. So, what can you tell me about what you learned in that life? Were there any lessons that you learned in that life?
Yeah, I'm feeling a pressure on my chest right now.
Tell me about
breathing
it.
into it. Feels almost like there's a weight on my chest. Just gonna breathe. Well, the first thing that came up even before you asked me that was, I had connected with the shamans group way back in the 80s called Dance of the Deer.
Oh.
And then I left them because someone said something that was so oversensitive. And then I reconnected with them about 2 years ago. After all this time, and it was really powerful. And then I was going to keep up at other things in COVID and all this. So I'm really I need to keep the connection, however limited, I need to keep it.
Okay.
That it's important. I at least go to one thing a year with them.
Okay. Because you do have a connection with them and there's something there for you.
Yeah, and before the name of the man who started Dance of the Deer is Grant Secunda. So before he actually passes, I really there's more to get. And then
Okay. Beautiful.
I really am supposed to be teaching. I'm really supposed to make that. I'm supposed to do it more. And even though I'm getting older, there's still time left to do something. And
there's plenty of time.
I have to do it. It has to be my priority because
Okay. Well, good. So we'd like to speak with your higher self. It sounds like we've already drifted away from that life. And so we're going to let that go. And we want to speak directly to your higher self. Okay. So are we speaking to your higher self?
Yes.
Good. Okay. What I'm hearing that it's very important for Susan to be teaching. Did you bring forward this last lifetime as a shaman for her to see about something about her connection to teaching and healing? Can you tell her more about that?
The reason all these years, all these shamanic studies with different groups and this life is because you have this wisdom and this knowledge. My whole body is filled with chills. You have this wisdom and this knowledge. You're given this gift to bring it forth, not to keep it in hiding.
Is that her purpose in this lifetime?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And all the starseed, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
All the starseed information she's been getting and that she's brought in over the years, that's because that's a piece of it. She thought shamanism was just a relation to the earth, but it's also the stars. Shaman connect with the star ancestors. We are from the stars. Lifetimes go back. She's had so many lifetimes on the planet. So have you, actually, Susan. But it's really important to combine and bring it forward.
So it's really important to combine all of the information.
Earth and sky.
Oh, earth and sky. Oh, as above, so below.
Right. It's Wiccan, it's shamanism, it's star magic, it's Brennan. It's like it's all combined. You can't have one without the other. People have to understand the star roots now. It's time, but they also have to understand the earth roots.
Because so she has all of these connections to these different schools. I guess the question is should she teach at the different places, or are you saying that she should start her own and create her own method of teaching?
Yes. Okay. You just hit the nail on the head, because when you first said it, I was like, she could teach it both and it would help her. But she has to do her own. That path of the hearts that she started, she must do it. You are doing your own, right? She has to realize that that's what's important, even though the other people seem like they have more. Brennan, of course, wonderful, ethical, beautiful. Star magic, beautiful. It's in its own right. I don't know about the ethics so much, but beautiful wisdom. But she has to do her own.
Yes, so that she can combine and create.
Right.
Right. So can you help her to create her own curriculum and start her own school? What can you tell her about that? Because that sounds really, really big.
Well, one of the things she needs to do. Okay, one of the things Jerry Sargent from Star Magic had said was to create an inner team in the quantum space of people you admire. That was an essential piece. She needs to create her inner team from other people that have taught and started school. She could bring in Barbara Brennan. She could bring in Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Einstein. Bring in a few people and get ideas.
Okay.
And she can't give up. She's been trying these things for a while, but not so consistent. She's got to stop giving up and just keep going.
Oh, did you say she needs to stop giving up?
Right, because like she will start, and then there'll be a period of time and do nothing, and then start again, and then a period of time and do nothing, and blah blah. It's got to be like every week, post something, do something.
Yeah, what happens? What happens when she stops? What's stopping her?
Part of it is the slowness, but there's also a deep-seated feeling of worthlessness.
Restlessness?
Worthlessness, or
worthlessness.
Not really feeling like she's
worthy.
Can do it.
Yeah. And what can you tell her about that?
That's not true. None of it's true. That's an old tape that you've been working on for years. Let it go away.
Yeah. Well, how can you help her release that? Because it sounds like, is it in her body someplace?
It's in the belly and it's in the heart, and she's got to let it go because she's headed for a heart attack.
Okay. Can you help her to release that energetically and physically?
Yes.
Because she's gonna need all of her energy to fulfill this, and she needs your help.
She really needs to go into nature more. She loves nature, but she has no time. She's got to make space.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be near water. You've got to
Okay.
take walks alone and just know I'm here protecting you.
Mm-hmm. And who is protecting her?
Me.
Is this her higher self is protecting her?
Mm-hmm. Well, Gotha is here too.
Gotha is here too. That's what I was getting at. I was wondering. So Gotha is always with her.
I see the eyes.
You said about her being near water. Do you think she should move near water?
Yes.
Or yes. Do you have some recommendations of a good place for her to move?
You know, she's going to Wyoming. I honestly, I don't know the geography there, but okay, am I fading out of my higher self? She could consider moving there because it's the beauty of the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
The mountains are also very good for her.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is. But also even down south a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
West Virginia, PA, Virginia. The problem being that she has not created a financial way to do this for her and her animals, which she will never leave without.
Right.
They will have to go with her.
Well, she definitely wanted guidance on her financial life. So how can she make it better? Because it appears she says she's making a lot of money, but then a lot of money is going out. How can she get more money coming in than is going out so that she could possibly move to a better location?
Ask me for help. Get my wisdom.
Well, she is asking for help.
When the school, keep working on that school and that book, and money's gonna follow.
Okay.
But also, don't be afraid to ask. There's a lot of fear, but there's a loan. I see a loan in there, and this loan can be invested to make more. So you could pay it back, let go of the fear, and take
like a business
the
loan.
Yeah, like
a business loan.
It could be a business loan or a personal loan.
Okay.
That money can be invested to make more money.
Can you tell her more about using money to make money? Or is there somebody?
Don't spend it.
Don't spend it. Okay.
Buy stocks.
Oh, own stock.
Stock, marijuana stock. Gonna take off pretty big.
Okay.
And technology.
Okay.
And I just see a lot of money coming. There's going to be a lot of money. Be open to where it comes from. I get like 3 to 6 million from somewhere.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
It is. You're not going to get that much in a loan. You probably wouldn't get more than 30,000.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not.
But she should expect it. How can she? How can she be more open to receive it? Can you? Is there something in her energy field that's blocking it?
Lack of faith and belief.
Okay, so that's really where she needs to be certain that it's coming.
It's coming. She's got to talk to her team. She's got to wake up feeling it. She has to do a little more investigation.
Investigation into what?
Into money. Like she's not going to be a stockbroker or a money whiz.
Right, but she needs somebody who is.
Yeah, somebody who knows more, because she doesn't have the time.
Right.
But
Can't do it all. That's why we have experts.
with somebody who can help her.
Yeah. Can you connect her with somebody?
Yes. I'll find someone and they'll cross the path. She has to
Okay.
act on it.
Okay. That's her part. She has to act on it. Okay, this is exciting.
There is a financial officer across the street from her office. She
Okay.
could go there and just talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have much, but she could talk to him about what she makes and how she could possibly divert it.
Okay.
Do something with it. It'll mean some
Okay.
restructuring.
Okay. That's helpful. Because she is fearful. She said she was fearful about not having enough, but it sounds like there's so much potential there for her to have a lot.
You know, she should also listen to her farrier. He knows what he's doing.
Oh. Okay, that surprises me.
Yeah.
Well, her farrier knows about money?
He's not a whiz, but he really he knows how to save. There's some
Okay.
wisdom there. He gives her every so often. He gives her tips. She should take them in.
Okay.
And Cherie, there are people that give her tips along the way, and she really should listen.
Ah, okay. Well, this will be a good reminder to pay attention to that.
Her friend Cherie is a money whiz. She should listen more often.
Okay. Good. It's good to have friends like that. Okay.
What else? There was something else. Something else. Somebody's going to leave her money.
Somebody's going to leave her money.
I don't know.
So it sounds like it might be a surprise to her.
I keep saying this ex-boyfriend, but I don't know. Maybe I'm drifting out of my higher self.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's sink deeper. We want the higher self to be here. Good. Relax in and let the higher self come through. Good. You're doing really, really good. So I want to back up a little bit because I want to make sure we cover everything. I want to go back to the schooling that she's taking. Should she continue with the star magic training? Should she continue with that?
Yes.
Okay, so she should finish that schooling.
She should. There are 2 more levels, and it'll connect her deeper and deeper with the dragons, the unicorn, the beings from other dimensions, the unicorns, the fairies. It'll help her connect really deeply. And the healing work itself is very, very good and very quick. It's just that the ethical piece that the Brennan work gives is not there.
Ah, okay. Okay, so that's a big part of what the Brennan School is about for her, creating a more ethical structure. Okay. What else can you tell her about completing the Brennan training?
She's a little scared because, you know, she's had triggers from a couple of people. It's okay. Just go.
Okay, keep going.
It's really, really important. I know last session I said it was a quickening, and it will quicken her growth.
Okay. Okay. All right. So keep doing both of them. It sounds like she's on the right track with her training. Is there anything else you want to tell her about this training?
Don't give up on star magic.
Don't give up on
star magic.
Okay.
The one who runs it doesn't really see her as she is, and that's okay because what she's getting from it is so huge.
Okay. Because she's going to be done with it at some point and walk away. Okay. That's what I got. Because she'll be starting her own teachings. Okay. So get whatever she can get out of these schools, and then let it go. Okay, so you don't see her teaching at either of them in the future.
She might teach at Brennan, maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe just have clients in there.
Okay. Yes,
It'll
that
be up
makes
to-
sense.
Yeah, it'll be up to her.
Okay. Good.
She could.
She could, yeah. She has a relationship with a man named that we'd like some guidance on. What is the purpose of her relationship? Does it serve a purpose in her life?
She had to open her heart again.
Ah.
Man. And she had to really experience someone caring about her.
Really does care about her.
He does love her the best he can.
Uh-huh.
He really does.
Do you see him as a long-term partner?
He could be if she allows. Is he her highest partner? No.
Okay.
He would be steady. She would always be the, in effect, leader mama, pedestal kind of person. And she would have to deal with his issues similar to hers without the healing aspect. So the feelings of worthlessness, of unhealed trauma.
So he's reflecting that to her.
He's reflecting that, only he hasn't done work, and he doesn't do work.
Yeah. So couldn't that hold her back?
That could hold her back if she allows it.
Yeah. I know that she actually feels a little guilty and she doesn't want to hurt him. And she has some concern about letting the relationship go and hurting him. What can you tell her about that?
He's not a puppy. She sees him like a puppy. He's not a puppy dog. He will survive. She sees that he will go back into living in his room, playing his guitar and isolating. But he can't do it anymore. He has come to a point where he can't live like that anymore. He's experienced life with her again, and he can't live like that.
Okay. But that'll be up to him.
Right. He will move forward.
Okay. Would you like to see her with a higher partner?
Yes.
Okay. So what overall guidance can you give her here on relationship?
To not be so afraid of being alone again. 22 years doesn't mean another 22.
Okay.
Just trust.
Okay.
You're never alone, even if it's not a human. You're not really alone. Your partner may, and that scares her, because her partner may be not a romantic. It may be this dragon that has come in her life. It may be to walk the path with her. It may be her animal spirits. It may be that her path will be walking with those unseen by others. Not schizophrenic type.
Yes.
But it may be that her path is to walk. But there will be humans that come in and out as she allows. She can let people in by smiling once in a while.
Okay. So you recommend she smiles a little more?
Yeah. To strangers.
Okay. I like that. That's funny. That's great.
She could stay around once in a while.
Okay. So it's really up to her. Okay.
But she would be happier being free. She wants someone who understands freedom the way she does.
Yeah.
But who also wants relationship and freedom.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like on this. Yeah, he's not on the same level.
No.
Okay.
He's clingy because he was alone and now he's clinging.
Yeah.
So he has a journey. He needs to see how to work on himself.
Okay. Well, it sounds like she's been a good example of that to him.
But she doesn't have to stay there.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't have to take care of him.
No.
Okay. Is there yeah, like you said, she sees him as a puppy. Okay, that she needs to take care of him, but she doesn't.
No, and I don't think she realized how much she sees him as a puppy. But he's not a little broken puppy. She can, if she wants a ninth dog, she can adopt a broken puppy. Okay.
Well, speaking of adopting puppies, she does have a lot of animals that she cares for. Is there anything you can tell her about what she's doing with the animals and the rescue and the farm? Any guidance you can give her, or any enlightenment you can give her in that area of her life? Because it does take a lot of her time and energy.
She might want to look at a sanctuary for the pigs.
Mm-hmm. To find a sanctuary that would take them.
Yeah, she loves them very much. They love her very much. They really do. They're very happy. They're actually really happy. They'd like to run in the big yard a little more, but they're quite content lying in the mud and just being allowed the big yard once in a while. They're happy. They're happy. But they'll be very hard to move. And as she ages, they'll be harder.
Yeah.
So perhaps there's a bigger place for them.
Okay. Can you connect her to someone?
Yeah, I'll find some.
Okay.
I'll find some.
Okay. Anything else about her animals that you want her to know?
They will be okay when she goes away. They will be okay.
Okay.
Samson can stay at the house. He's a little crazy, and Derek is being boarded, but he will be okay in boarding. The little one she adopted that has PTSD, that hides a lot, she will come out of her shell. Give her 2 more years.
Oh, okay.
2 more years, and she'll be able to be cuddled. She was very, very hurt and traumatized. Let that be the broken puppy. No more dogs.
There you go.
Let that be the broken puppy.
Okay.
No more animals. And
don't get any more.
No more.
Okay.
But they're okay, and the pet sitter will be okay. And she needs the trip to Wyoming. She needs it.
Oh, tell her more about that.
She will rebuild her finances. I know she's scared, but there's something there. There's something very, very, very spiritual there.
Okay.
It might not be exactly at Yellowstone. It might be one of the mountains. There's something about the mountains. She has to go to the mountains.
Okay. You'll help guide her journey there.
There's something she's going to find. It's like a Native American site. And she's going to walk in. It's like a cave or something, a cave. And there's going to be pictures, and she is going to get something from those pictures. A memory.
Okay. Oh, that's exciting.
Yes. Tell her, she was starting to look, tell her to really look at the sites before she goes.
Okay.
That it's really, really, really important.
Okay.
And to not be as if there will be a little snow and she's really scared, but it won't be a big, big storm. Like she'll get home and then the storm will hit. It's like something like that.
Okay.
But she'll make it okay. She's scared.
Okay. Well, that'll be very reassuring. She can keep reminding herself. Yeah. Yeah.
She's not a bad soul.
Tell her more about that. It sounds like maybe she needs to hear something there. She's not a bad soul. Tell her more about that. Because I think there's possibly some guilt and not feeling enough. Is that connected?
Yeah, she's got a lot of tears. I think that this relationship has brought something up about feeling like she doesn't connect well with people and she can't really hold relationships, and um, that she's alone a lot. And she doesn't feel like she's part of this world or connects with people well.
Okay.
And
is that true?
It's partly true because she doesn't connect with a lot of people because she came in with all this energy from other places, and
Okay.
she can connect with people to help them, but connecting with deep friendships, that's the only kind she can have. So there aren't a lot of people, like superficial friendships don't really work for her.
Right. Okay.
So they don't last.
Okay.
But it's only because, sometimes she has to come down from the eagle's nest and land on the ground. But it's okay. It's okay to just be with a couple of people, and it's okay.
Have a few good relationships, a few good friendships. Okay.
And she's not as alone as she thinks and she's not bad. She is human, though.
She is human. Yeah. Yeah. That's a challenging experience.
Oh.
Well, we had talked about heavy lifting, and I do want to ask you if you can do a body scan, because she said her chiropractor said that there's a twist in her pelvis from physically doing some heavy lifting. And we talked about her lightening her load and all the responsibilities she's taken on. Can you do a body scan and see if there is a twist there, and if we can have a full and complete healing today with that?
Okay. There's a crookedness in the neck.
Neck?
Yeah. And as I go down the spine, it's like the muscle is extremely inflamed to the point where the more she lifts, it'll be fewer and fewer poundage she can carry.
Yeah.
The body for years has been trying to compensate for what she should never have started doing, because she treats herself like she's a muscle woman, and she's not. So but she kind of thought she was. So well, the belief system is good to think you can do anything you are in the human body. So yeah. Okay, so the inflammation has to go down. Okay.
You're taking care of that now?
Okay,
thank you.
In the lower back on the left side.
Are there emotions caught in that?
Fear is caught in that. Fear of becoming old and weak.
Can you help her to let that go?
Yeah. There are lots of people in their 90s, running on marathons.
There you go.
Yeah,
she could have a long life.
Yeah.
What else?
Feeling unsupported.
And how can how can we resolve that today?
Well, she needs to think of all the ways she has support.
Okay.
You were willing to do a session with her. She's, there are a couple of other people in her life that are friends. There's Golgotha. There's the unicorn that came to help her ground after the vaccine when she kept leaving her body. There's the animal spirits. There's the lineage of her ancestors that come from time to time. There's her father's spirit. There's all that support.
Okay.
Nobody's going to let her be homeless. That was a lifetime from a long time ago. It's not going to happen again.
Okay.
It's not going to happen again.
Good. No, in fact, you said there's actually a lot of financial support that can be here for her.
She has to open up and believe. And when there's an impulse, however silly it might seem, like run in and play the lotto or go talk to that person that you just follow the impulse.
Follow the impulses. Okay. They're guiding her. Okay. Oh, I love it. This is exciting.
So the inflammation by the hip and leg is better, but by the lower back, I'm just working on that.
Okay, good.
So it's support, it's fear.
Yeah, a lot of fear.
As she provides more structure in her life, her own internal structure will be better.
Okay. About organizing her life, you mean? And okay. So when you clear this, that's going to help her external world. Is that what you're saying?
But also as she works her external world, it'll help clear this.
So they're very connected both ways. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad you're doing this work today.
Oh, me too. I can't thank you enough for making time for me.
Yeah, this is so exciting.
Also, if she is going to lift until she can find someone to help her, she needs to wear something on her back to assist her.
A brace, like a brace?
Some kind of back brace.
Yeah. What about a dolly also? Like, I don't know what kind of tools she has, to move bags and stuff.
There is a dolly, but it's very narrow.
Okay. Maybe there's something, there's some other, wagon tools,
she has a wagon. I have a wagon.
Okay. Yeah. So bring her as much help as you can get her so that, we can take this pressure off of her. She's taken on so much responsibility. Can you tell her anything? Where is that tied in? Is there some connection with all the responsibility she's taken on?
When she was a little girl, and she was brought up in a very, very, very negative environment. Her mother was a cat hoarder.
Oh.
Those cats are what saved her.
Oh.
She didn't know
so
it.
Much sense.
Yes. But she didn't know it at the time. She just knew she loved her cats and they would follow her home, strays with, but those cats were giving her, I'm just realized they were giving her energy. They were keeping her sane.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What I'm seeing is the energy starting to split. The energy body was splitting off of her from the abuse, and the cats were actually providing her a container. And I didn't even know animals could do this. And keeping her, like giving her back energy.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so beautiful.
She didn't even know it.
Yeah. So is that connected with why she has so many animals now?
Yes, that was the thing. Because of that, her unconscious state has always felt like help those in trouble and help the animals.
What can you tell her about that now?
you've paid your dues, and it's okay. You don't have to bring them all home now.
Okay.
And
Okay.
but still help where you
No.
can, you know.
Okay. Help where you can, but don't bring any more home.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
It might mean getting them to another sanctuary.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
The miniature horse is going to have a baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so
Okay.
that baby can stay because the old mini is 6 years, maybe at most 6, 10. 6.
Okay. Um, what else? I just want to, oh, how are you doing with that healing in her hip and her lower back? How is that looking?
The side by the hip is good. The lower back is going. It's almost done.
Okay. Is there a connection between the low back and her neck? Is that related?
Yeah, once one gets thrown out, the other gets thrown out. It's all about support and tension and stress and feeling unsupported and fear and like kind of constriction. So like I could do this, I could do will center taking over. Instead of faith, the will centers.
Okay, so it goes back to her having more faith.
And letting go of the will. So the will has kept her alive, but she doesn't need to rely on it so much.
Okay.
There's been a lot of work done, which is good, but gotta let go of those will centers a little bit.
Okay. I love it. While you're continuing to work on her lower back, can I continue to ask questions?
Yes, the back's just about done anyway.
Oh, great. She asked about her frequency being high enough that her dragon guide, it sounds like her dragon guide is with her. So maybe we're answering our own question, but tell about her frequency being high enough. Can you address that?
Well, when she's on her own, she pretty much manages it. The sugar, there is that addiction to sugar.
Okay, that lowers her frequency.
It does lower it, but she has cut it down quite a lot. And there's still some caffeine intake, which would be good to cut out. But for the most part, her diet is pretty good. And the meditation, she does it good. But then again, that's where when she's with and she's paying attention to him, she doesn't really do her, and that meditations, that's been a source of stress because it's bothering her tremendously. Because if she takes the time to do what she wants, well, he's here, she knows he's feeling it, even though he says it's all right.
Okay, that's important for her then.
And his smoking bothers her.
Oh my God.
She doesn't like it. She makes him do it outside on the end of the porch, but she still doesn't.
Still, yeah, it probably still comes in.
A little, and then just walking up the side. It's not good for her. Okay. And his diet.
His diet isn't good.
When he's not with her, meat.
Okay. So it sounds like his frequency is actually bringing hers down.
She needs to stay away from him.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Any other next steps that you want her to know about moving forward?
Very important. Every single night to meditate, even if it's just 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
Don't beat yourself up if you can't do, like from Star Magic, there's a whole list of like 6 meditations per day and 11 minutes of stillness and yoga every morning and breath works. It's okay not to meet that because your life is not everybody else's life.
Okay.
but you can start the day in gratitude and a short meditation. You can remember to breathe throughout the day. You can end the night with a meditation. Very important. There's something about the diet too. You need to bring something in. What is it? Go back to your maca root every morning. She needs more grains, ancient grains, and she needs to add in rutabaga. She needs both. There's more in her diet that she needs to turn up rutabaga grain. She needs more quinoa. Amaranth. She needs some ancient grains in her diet.
Okay. How will that benefit her?
It's going to be healthier for all around for her blood type, since she doesn't eat meat and her blood type calls for meat.
Okay. So she needs more protein.
She needs more protein, but also it's a higher vibration. The ancient grains have a higher vibration.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
The vegetables, especially the root vegetables, they have a high vibration.
The root vegetables.
They really do have, but they have to be organic.
Okay.
Or else they're loaded with, garbage.
Okay.
But all the vegetables are really good. Tell her she's not ready to be a fruitarian, which is what she's been thinking about.
Oh, okay. I have heard of that.
Yeah, because she wants to give up even killing vegetables, but it's okay to eat the vegetables.
Okay.
It's okay. The plants talk to her sometimes, but she can eat the vegetables.
Okay. Anything else? Have we released the guilt from her system? The guilt. I know there's things that she needs to remind herself, but I want her to receive as much healing today as possible. Do you see anything else in her system? Maybe something she hasn't even asked about?
She needs to sleep more.
Sleep more?
Let me see.
What kind of a schedule would you recommend for her? Like, get to bed by such and such time?
She should really be asleep by 10.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And she gets up at 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Cut out the frozen vegan pizza. No more. What else? She's afraid of breaking off the relationship.
Yeah, she is.
She's holding that in. I'm sorry.
Good. No, she's holding that as what?
In her neck. Which is why the neck's not letting go. Everywhere else, she's really afraid.
Okay. Can you release that block for her? So that should make it easier for her to make the shift.
I'm moving the energy through her neck.
Okay.
It's good. She has to understand that any breakup is not easy. But she must also realize that she's been thinking about it so much. It's really time.
Yeah.
It's really time.
Okay.
Staying with him, she could stay with him, but nothing will change.
Yeah. She'll stay stuck.
And he will not grow.
Yeah, it sounds like that would hold her back. And it sounds like she's a lot to actually do the rest of her life. There's a lot. And how is the healing going?
Well, there's still a little in her neck, but it's gone down a lot. The back and leg are okay right now.
Okay. Can we take the time to completely clear them?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. She needs to join the pool. She needs to swim more. She loves to swim. She should add that back in her life. The gym is not enough. She can't really get there that much.
Okay.
But the pool.
She can get to the pool easier?
I think the hours are different.
Oh, okay. That would be good for her body.
gentle flow.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it sounds like she's really beat herself up a lot.
She's hurt this human body
Yeah.
because she sees herself as Wonder Woman.
Which she is Wonder Woman, but okay. Be gentle and kind to herself. Is that the message?
Yes, gentleness and kindness.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said something before. You said it's time.
Happily ever after.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, we so appreciate this healing and the releasing of the fear and the blocks and the understanding that's been given today. It's beautiful. I'm so excited for her.
Thank you for leading her.
So how is that healing?
It's better. The neck is not going to go away today.
It's not going to go away today, but you're going to keep working on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else she needs to know before we close?
It's okay. Life is okay.
Okay.
And you know, all she has to do is lie down and close her eyes like this.
Mm-hmm.
And she instantly can go to those other dimensions. It's like it's right there. She needs to do that every day.
Okay. Okay. Let herself go to those other dimensions every day. What will she get out of that?
She'll get to realize that she really is connecting, and she'll have more faith in herself. And she'll hear them better.
Okay. And
So
she knows how to do that?
She knows how to do it. And if she would stop doubting herself, she would see that.
Well, she'll get a recording of this, so she'll hear you telling her. Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of which, how often do you recommend she listen to this? Like, give her some guidance on listening to this tape so that really she can integrate everything, because you've given her so much good information.
I think that she should listen at least once a week.
Okay.
And I would venture to say when she's in Wyoming and has some space for herself, she could venture to listen once a day. You know?
Yeah.
And just really soak it in. As well as the other tape.
Okay. There's still stuff on that will help her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.